To count one of the indictment, murder in the first degree of victim Luke Hoyer. How do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
Parkland shooter Nikolas Cruz pleaded guilty on Wednesday to the murder of 17 people and the attempted murder of 17 others in the 2018 massacre at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Florida, the deadliest shooting at a U.S. high school ever.
Count 14, murder in the first degree of Kara Loughran. How do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
Standing hunched over, he entered one guilty plea at a time, 34 in all, as the judge read the names of his victims and the charges in a Fort Lauderdale courthouse.
Count 17, murder in the first degree of Peter Wang. How do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
Cruz then removed his mask and in rambling remarks apologized.
I am very sorry for what I did, and I have to live with it every day. And that if I were to get a second chance, I will do everything in my power to try to help others. But I have to live with this every day, and it brings me nightmares, and I can't live with myself sometimes.
Cruz was a 19-year-old expelled student with a history of mental health and behavioral issues at the time of the rampage, when he used an AR-15 rifle that he legally purchased from a licensed gun dealer to terrorize his former classmates and teachers. The Valentine's Day shooting sparked a massive youth-led movement against gun violence across the U.S.
As she was running down the hall, she was able to reach the door on the west side of the hallway. She was shot, and she died of her wounds.
As a prosecutor read an account of the incident, which was described as cold, calculated, and premeditated, relatives and friends of the victims wiped tears from their eyes. The case now goes to the penalty phase. Gina and Tom Hoyer, who lost their son Luke, say they want the jury to impose the death penalty.
The person you saw in there today chose to take his life, and he does not deserve life in prison. Life in prison is a life, and he deserves nothing more than the death penalty.
I'm just looking for justice here, and justice for us is, we want him dead, we want him forgotten. I don't ever want to hear this kid's name again after all this is over.
In Florida, juries determine whether to impose a death sentence or life in prison. Jury selection for the penalty phase in the case is set to begin on January 4th. Separately, families of the victims have reportedly reached a $25 million settlement with the Broward County School District, resolving dozens of lawsuits filed by families against the district for negligence in the wake of the shooting.